the Atlanta Women's Build. I just want to thank you guys so much. And to have my own means the world to me, and my grandchildren are ecstatic. But ladies, I just appreciate you so much. You just have no idea how much this means to me. Means the world to me. I'm fighting breast cancer, and this is my 5th time.
Oh, wow.
So I just have to look at, God got me here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And there's no sense of, I guess every time I think I got it bad, I run into somebody that lets me know, you ain't got nothing to worry about, you know what I'm saying? So I just look at, there's other people going through worse things than me. And as much as I've had to go through, at the end of all that I've gone through, this is where I'm at. I'm in a better place than I was before. I've been through a lot in my lifetimes. A lot of it, for the most part, has just been bad decisions. But this time around, it wasn't. I had been in my place 5 years. And the management, we had like 6 different management companies come in. The whole 5 years, every time I turn on somebody new, and I just watched the property go down, and I got tired of the neighbors, kids running up and down the stairs, and I was just like, God, can you please bless me with a house? A friend of mine asked me to go with her to a Habitat homeowners workshop, and I just went because she asked me to go with her, never thinking that I was going to do this. So when I did lose my apartment, I thought, I'm going to go to this shelter and give myself 3 to 6 months. And I have an apartment, I'll move. I started looking at apartments. And when they started telling me what they wanted for rent for a 1-bedroom, I couldn't afford no $9.75 a month for a 1-bedroom apartment. So a few of us ladies at City of Refuge, which is the shelter I stayed at, decided we had to go do some homeowners workshops. Well, one of my RSAs, one of the ladies who oversee us at the shelter, and she stopped me one day coming in from work and was like, Miss Sylvia, what do you be doing? You just be going to work and just doing what you got to do, huh? I was like, yeah, because I was never there. She only see me at night coming in from work. So we got to talking, and I was telling her how. So she asked me, had I ever looked into Habitat, because she had a Habitat house, and then it hit me. I said, you know what, I already did a workshop with them. So the next day, I called Habitat, and I talked with the woman, and I can't remember who I talked to at that time, but she was like, yeah, y'all see that you did do a workshop. And so she asked me about my, what my pay scale was and, how much money I was making. And I told her. And she added up and she said, you're $34 short of qualifying. So the next day I go to work and I tell my boss, I say, Brianna, I said, I told you I was looking into getting a house. I said, well, I want to do Habitat. I said, but I'm $34 short of what I need to make to qualify. And she started laughing, and I'm looking at her like, what you laughing for? She said, Sylvia, you ain't got to go home. You stay here and get your money. She said, do whatever you have to do. If anybody asks you, why you still on the clock, you tell them I said you ain't got to go home. So that's what I did. And I worked the next 6 months, all the overtime I could stand. As I've gotten older, it's just like, no, this is what you want, and you can't get this if you give up. Sometimes it takes longer than others, and I just know that it's not always in my time, it's in the Lord's time. And He's gonna put me where I need to be. And I just refuse to give up. And as I looked at the time, how much time, it's just like, put in all this time, there's no way you can give up now. Because eventually it's going to happen. As long as I'm still here, eventually it's going to happen. After that 6 months, I looked at my money, was like, yeah, you're right, you can do this. So that's basically how I got here. I know God loves me. At the end of the day, I know he loves me. And that, above everything else, is what keeps me going.